Hey, happy Tuesday! Ironically, this video was supposed to go out yesterday, and I did the broadcast and it didn't broadcast, and because of my time crunch, I couldn't redo it yesterday, so I'm doing it today. I say it's ironic because it's all about perfectionism, getting things perfect. Yeah, getting things perfect. And perfect would be me stepping on the right switch to do this. All right. Good to see you. Good to see you. And happy Tuesday. Again, this should have been Monday, but that's all right. Fred Moore here, time and stress management expert and bald guy. What is it we're talking about today? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're talking about perfectionism, how to get past perfectionism and, complete your goals, right? Because perfectionism is probably one of these things that might be keeping you from getting where you want to be. How can that be? Right? How could that possibly be? Well, here's the thing. Whenever you're trying to get something perfect, it's never going to be delivered, right? It's never going to be put out into the world. You're never going to send the book in that you're working on. You're never going to publish the article. You're never going to put the website live, right? If you're waiting for the perfect conditions to start your business, guess what? Never going to happen. Never going to happen, because there is no perfect time. I mean, if this last year and a half, 2 years have taught us anything, there is no perfect time for anything. You just got to do it or not do it. That's your choice. So let me talk about a few things, 3 things that will help you get past this whole perfectionism thing. First, bear in mind what harm that striving for perfect can do to you. Right? What harm is this doing to you, to your business, to your personal, whatever it is? Striving for perfect. Now, I'm not saying that striving for perfect is a bad thing, but if you're waiting for things to be perfect, if you're getting ready for things to be perfect, everything has to be perfect before I launch, right? Seth Godin talks about launching things, right? Launching things. You launch them before they're perfect, because there is no perfect. So if you're waiting for the right time, if you're waiting for the right equipment, I mean, I started doing live streams last year because I had to, right? Just like everybody else in the world. And I went online and I joined membership things that taught you how to put together a studio and all this. And to get exactly what I wanted, what they recommended, which was the highest quality and the best thing, it would have cost me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. The computer they recommended was $3,000 alone, right? The webcam, the camera, everything was going to cost so much money. So I had a choice. I could wait until I get everything that was perfect for the live streaming, or I could take my clunky web camera and the laptop I had, plug it in, and see what happened. And I did. Was it perfect? By no means at all. Was it done? Was it out in the world? Was I getting feedback? Yes, absolutely. So striving for perfect is a form of procrastination, right? It's that part of your brain that's going, well, we shouldn't do it. I know, we'll wait till it's perfect, then we'll do it. And that subconscious brain goes, there is no perfect. It's never going to be perfect. So we'll never do this. Yay for us. We don't have to do anything strange and different and scary, right? It's a form of procrastination, waiting for perfect. So let's look at something else then. Number 2, think of what are the benefits of imperfect. What? The benefits of imperfect? Well, I got to tell you, my body is not in the best shape, right? I mean, round is a shape, right? Pear's a shape, right? But what are the benefits of me being imperfect? Okay, well, I'm starting from here, so I have no place to go but up, right? But I look at it. What are the benefits of this? Well, if my girl's acting up out in public, I can take my shirt off, go like, "Hey, girl, get over here," and it's going to really embarrass her. So that's an advantage of being imperfect. Don't do that. I would never. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. No, but the advantage of putting something out there that's imperfect, that's not 100% perfect is a few things. Number one, it's going to be out there, right? It's going to be out there, and you can say, I've done this. I've created this thing and I've put it out there, warts and all. How many writers have gone back to their books? The smart writers don't do this, but many writers have gone back and they'll look at the book. Oh, I need to change that. Oh, that wasn't perfect. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Well, yeah, of course not, because it wasn't perfect. Right? Business books all the time, they come out with, an updated version of their book because it wasn't perfect. Now, a lot of times it's updated because there's new information, which is awesome. It's also a great way to sell that book again. People buy the updated version, right? Yeah. So there are advantages to imperfect, right? If you put something out there just to get it out there, right? Just to help these people, right? Here's the information. It's not perfect, but get it and use it. Run with it. You're also going to be able to test it. Every performer will tell you, like stand-up comedian, comedy magician, whatever, will tell you that you need stage time, right? Because you can practice in front of a mirror, in front of a camera, all you want, but until you get it on stage in front of an audience, you're not going to know whether it's going to play or not. You're not going to know. You're not going to know where the beats are, where the laughs are, what's amazing, what's not amazing to this audience until you get it in front of some eyeballs. So being imperfect, I've never had a routine or a speech or anything that I've done perfect, because I'm always testing, I'm always changing, I'm always adding, I'm always improving on it. I'm striving for perfect, but I know it's never going to be perfect. And by knowing it's not going to be perfect, I can embrace the imperfect. I'm using perfect a lot. Knowing that it's getting better, right? I've gotten it to a level where it's good enough to get out there and get feedback. Put your book out, right? Send it out to publishers. If they're interested in it, but they're like, well, it needs work. Work on it. Take the feedback, right? I get feedback from the audience every time I'm on a stage, and I remember it and I use it in the next presentation, in the next performance. So knowing that imperfect is a good thing will get you past that procrastination, procrastination, the thing I was talking about earlier. Yeah. Finally, the last thing you want to talk about, or I'm talking about here, is let's move on to the next slide. Speaking of perfectionism, yes. So how do you overcome perfectionism? The first two steps, like I just told you, right? Realize it's never going to be perfect. That's just your subconscious brain trying to keep you from doing this. It's resistance popping in. Hi, Fred Morgan, with that thingy, my logo there. It's resistance popping in your head going, no, change is bad. We don't want to do this. Yeah. It's never, ever going to be perfect. And when you know that, step one, you know it's never going to be perfect. Step two, you can embrace the imperfect and know that you have room to improve. You have a lab to test this, to see if it's working, see if it's not working, see what's really hitting with people, see what's falling flat with people. There are stories and lines and jokes I've told on stage that I thought were like, and they're like, whoa, huge response. I'm like, okay, I never would have seen that coming if I hadn't put it out there. Right. But I could have worked on that bit at home for weeks and months and not gotten that result. So just realize no such thing as perfect, embrace the perfect, and move forward. All right. This was not a perfect podcast, was it? But that's okay. It was not a perfect live stream, but that's okay, because it's going to help you get some of your time back, moving past perfection. And speaking of time, 5hoursback.com, you can get 5 hours of your time back in your life every single week. Go to that website, 5hoursback.com, put in your name, email, boom, video is coming your way along with a PDF explaining 9 different things you can do. When you add up the time saved, will add up to at least 5 hours back in your week. And that's 5 hours that you can enjoy, you can relax, you can get more work done, you can get more fun done. That's what I'm talking about, 5hoursback.com. Check it out. And as always, hey, share the love, will you? Yes, share the love. Like, share, comment on this. Let me know something that is you're striving for perfect in your life that is holding you back. Something that you want to be absolutely perfect, but it's not. And what are you going to do about it? All right, let me about that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.